Not everybody has their own farm to grow on, but if you have a little bit of sun, maybe on your sidewalk or your porch, you can grow in containers. I'm going to show you how on Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.
Regardless of what you want to grow in a container, that could be flowers, that could be herbs, that could be veggies, you have 4 things that you have to make sure that you take care of in your container gardening. Let's talk containers for a second. We have our old standby right here, the terracotta pot. I like them because I think they look beautiful. They've got some pros and some cons. Because they are not glazed, they can dry out faster, they can break, they can freeze. You don't want to drop them. They can get pretty large, but they cost a decent amount of money. But they make great containers. Plastic is another great choice for your containers. These are lightweight. They come in an amazing array of sizes and shapes and colors. You can buy tiny ones, you can get huge ones to grow your veggies in. One of my favorite ways to grow, especially if I want to grow vegetables, is in a grow bag. Grow bags are an innovation out of the nursery and landscape industry that come in a vast array of sizes, shapes, and colors. You can get them as small as 5-gallon. I've seen 100-gallon grow bags that you could put a small fruit tree in. One of the things that's critical for a container to have is proper drainage. This is a beautiful terracotta pot. The problem with it is no drainage holes. If you plant it in this, you're going to get standing water at the bottom, and that is going to be unhealthy for that plant, and it may die as a result. Now that you have your container, we need to fill that container up with soil. I recommend you get the best soil or soil product that fits in your budget, because you have an opportunity to fill that container and not have any weeds, pests, or disease. That can be a topsoil product, that can be a compost product. Make sure though that when you fill your containers with soil, you fill them all the way up. Plants get their nutrients, their water, and their oxygen out of that soil. So the more soil you put in that container, the more they're going to be able to utilize to maximize their growth. You'll see different places that say put a layer of rocks at the bottom or put some mulch at the bottom. I recommend that you put only soil in that container. Our number 3 we're going to talk about is watering strategies. I get a ton of questions asking me, Tim, how much water should I put in my container? And I have no idea, because it changes on a daily basis, because your container is going to dry out. Your plant's going to get taller. Your plant might be in harvest. And what kind of soil did you fill it with? A sandy mix might drain faster, where a mix with more organic matter might hold on to moisture for a longer time. What I tell folks is you want to make sure that you hydrate the entire volume of soil in this container, and that means you water slow. You let that soil absorb the moisture. You don't want to water too quickly. If you pour a bunch of water in there at one time, it's going to run out of those drainage holes and you're going to lose both soil and fertilizer. Fertilizer is number 4. Remember that you have to provide your plant in your container with every single bite of food that plant eats for the rest of its life, because this container is its forever home. It can't grow roots outside to find extra fertility. You got a couple different ways that you're going to add that fertilizer. One, when you are filling your container with your soil product, you can add a slow-release granular fertilizer and mix that in with a trowel. That will spread the fertilizer throughout the soil volume of the container, which means that plant is going to be able to find fertilizer as it expands through each area in the container. A second way to fertilize is going to be water-soluble fertilizer. Water-soluble is where you mix something up in your watering can, and as you water, you deliver fertilizer throughout that soil volume. Keep in mind that the different fertilization methods last a different length of time. Check the label to see how often you would apply fertilizer. For more information on how you can grow healthy veggies, fruits, herbs, and flowers in containers, head to go.osu.edu/Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.